Hi everybody and welcome at the IAA Mobility 2021 in Munich. As you can hear, it's already very busy here, but we have the chance to do an exclusive walk around today, so let's do this. My name is Jessica and this is the fascinating Concept Mercedes-Maybach EQS. It introduces high-end Mercedes-Maybach luxury to all-electric driving in 2023. And to show us around today, I have a special expert with me. His name is Robert and he's the Director of Exterior Design at Mercedes-Benz. Hi Robert.
Hi, Jesse.
Good to have you here.
Thank you. And hi everybody and welcome here in Munich. You mentioned it, this is our latest beauty, our newest concept, Mercedes-Maybach EQS. For the first time in 100-year history, I think it's quite long, of this brand Maybach, we came up with a fully electric car, but as you can see, it's not a typical SUV.
What do you mean with that? Why not typical? What is special about it?
In the past, we designed SUV. They were very, very rugged, very upright, sometimes even heavy looking, very tough and rugged. And this is exactly what this car does not have.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's everything much more, I would say, seamless, sleek. There are no edges, no lines. And not as high as you would maybe expect it, and obviously it looks very aerodynamic. So it's definitely more efficient.
Okay, so I want to know more about that. Let's start with a design point of view. Maybe starting with the front?
Let's start with the front.
Yeah, perfect.
So Jesse, the front end of this car. Maybach brand stands for sophisticated luxury. So in speaking about exterior design, we came up with quite many luxury features. Of course, starting with our highlight, the star, the upright star.
Yeah.
You don't see it on every car, and I think it's something special. The whole black panel, the whole grille that actually connects the light and the grille is definitely another highlight.
It's huge.
It's a huge car, huh? So definitely it has to be bold. It has to be. It has to have a certain status, and. Those lines here, chrome lines, chrome lamella, chrome louvers, they were actually inspired by an elegant pinstripe suit.
Okay.
That was
yeah, I recognize it, yeah.
Yeah, and of course, this is not an air intake anymore because we're speaking about electric car, but it's still a face. We believe that every Mercedes, not only Maybach, needs a facial expression. Speaking about lights, eyes of the car.
Yeah.
In this case, we used 3 separate diamond blocks. They are obviously illuminated, and the cool thing is that they are embedded in in very cool Maybach pattern mesh, and really looks like a piece of jewelry.
It does. Okay, fascinating. So what I definitely recognized from other EQ models we have been launching so far is the dynamic silhouette.
Yes, and a very unique one. We call it purpose design.
Okay, purpose design, what does that mean?
What does that mean, of course? Sounds complicated, but I think it's quite simple. You just see from outside that there is a lot of space inside. Of course, that was possible only by taking out the combustion engine.
Sure.
And of course, we were able to extend the cabin. The whole greenhouse got longer. And obviously, the interior space got more length. And actually, we gave additional space to a customer.
Okay, good for them. What I also noticed, and what is from my point of view outstanding for Mercedes-Maybach, is this two-tone paint.
Yes, this is one of very characteristic details. Also on S-Class Maybach and also on GLS Maybach. In this case, I think it's pretty cool combination red and black.
Yeah.
But I think what is even cooler is this pinstripe line that is actually painted and masked by hand.
You're kidding.
Quite complicated to do, but looks very, very luxurious and very expensive.
It does, definitely.
But speaking about expensive details, I have to mention the wheel.
Okay.
It's definitely one of my personal favorites.
Yeah, I see.
In this case, we have a beautiful 24-inch, fully chromed, beautifully modeled,
Yeah.
forged, and we call it dish wheel.
It's like a huge mirror. I can even see myself
Yes, and I think it's so typical Maybach and really stands for luxury.
Definitely it does. Okay, so we talked a lot about exterior design. Now I want to talk about interior design. Sure. Mercedes-Maybach is known for its spacious, feel-good atmosphere. I heard some people even say they feel like being on a yacht when sitting inside. What was your vision for the interior design?
The interior, of course, is just as emotional as the exterior.
Okay.
But you can imagine, if you talk about a full-size car with a length of 5.2 meters in the exterior, you can really imagine there is a huge space available for passengers inside as well.
Sure.
So, first of all, I think we have to mention, of course, the interior is fully digital. Obviously, this car also shares the same, I would call it state-of-the-art hyper screen that we introduced just recently with the EQS. And that's, I think, just amazing. You have from one A-post to another, one glass instrument panel. In fact, the instrument panel is a screen. But probably the customer will use the car more in the rear.
Okay.
And this is what we say lounge feeling. Our interior colleagues, interior designers, came up with the idea of two separate chairs.
Okay.
They are also inspired by world of furniture. And they offer every possible comfort.
Okay, sounds great.
Cool.
Now, we talked about the interior, we talked about the exterior and the front. Now I want to go to the rear of the car. You want to follow me?
Sure.
Because what I immediately recognized is this slim light band we know from other EQ models. But I'm sure there's more to discover here.
Of course, I would always start with the architecture, with the proportion first. This is so typical Mercedes, this extremely round rear end, how the side blends into the rear. There is no edge that would separate both volumes. Everything blends together to a, I would say, sensual sculpture. At the same time, it's still very clean and pure, and this is exactly what our design philosophy is, sensual and pure. We even put the number plate down there in the bumper, so we created that perfect area, as you mentioned, for this very slim light band. It's so typical for every electric Mercedes car. Okay. And I think the highlight of it is definitely the inside of it is the light in the shape of a helix. Yeah? So I would say it's very iconic shape, it's easy to read and easy to remember.
Okay, so beautiful from the front and from the back. Now I want to take a look at the bigger picture, because from my point of view, what this Mercedes-Maybach distinguishes itself from other EQ models is not only that it's electric, but just like the average customers in our core markets like China or in the US, the design is getting younger and the definition of luxury is changing. How does that show?
Definitely the customers expect sustainability.
Yeah.
Therefore, we also in the exterior really paid attention to every detail, speaking about aerodynamics. And we can say at the end, efficiency is the new currency.
Really? Okay.
Of course, customers, they do care about efficiency and do care about the range in this case. But what is not less important is you have to be digitally connected. So connectivity is that what, of course, you expect.
Yeah.
And this car, of course, also shares our, I would say, industry-leading MBUX system. And it was just adapted in terms of graphics and feeling, of course, to sophisticated luxury and to Maybach.
I think I still have one favorite feature.
Really? Which one?
Yeah, I'm going to show you.
Okay.
You have to follow me back to the front, because you showed me just in the beginning of our walk around. It's right here, these little M's in the headlights. This is my favorite feature.
I agree, it's pretty cool. You notice maybe that we put it on the B-post as well. We have it on the B-pillar.
Oh, okay.
Also, we have this Maybach pattern. I think it's a very cool feature. It's very unique. And I think it's one of those features that we call second read. Yeah, something that you don't really see from far. Yeah? But I think it's very, very important that you later on discover little details, luxury features that are so important for this car.
Definitely. What is your favorite feature?
Yes. I knew that you will ask me. I have to admit, is this black panel. And we integrated all the sensors, laser and radar. It's behind the panel.
Okay.
So all other cars, they have a shut line in the front. Yeah. In this case, I'm quite positive that we can see something like this in, let's say, in the foreseeable future.
Okay. I'm excited. Now, to sum it up, what are the most important characteristics of this car to understand where we can classify it, this newest member of our EQ family?
I would say the brand Maybach reinvents itself again. Mm-hmm. And after 100 years, we came up for first time with electric only Maybach. This is something absolutely new. Then I'm pretty sure that this car combines the size, the space inside, and the efficiency. It looks very aerodynamic, it is. And I'm convinced that this company, that this brand is ready for an elegant electric future.
Okay, perfect. So thank you very much, Robert, for showing us around today.
Thank you.
And thank you guys for joining and for watching. You can get more walkarounds from this IAA in the next upcoming days. The AMG EQS and the Concept EQG are still waiting for you. And of course, you get more information about our Mercedes-Maybach EQS on our website, mercedes-benz.com, and on our social media channels. Thank you very much for having us. Have a good day. Bye-bye.